evening, kind people of the world. How are you today? Hope everybody's doing great today. I need to go turn the TV down here in a minute. If you're going to catch us on the replay, just hang loose. We're going to give some time for everybody to start making their way in here tonight. So don't get too worried. I'm also going to drop a link. I'm going to try to pin a link. Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to help my wife. She has a blog on Facebook, right? And I'm trying to help her grow her blog, you know, her thing. So I'm trying to help her grow it. So I put it on my community page, but I'm going to try to pin it in the chat of this live stream. So maybe during the course of the evening, I can refer to it and hopefully people will go check her out because she's really close to making a milestone. And of course, since she's my wife, I want her to get to that milestone, right? Well, man, we think everybody's going to come in tonight. We encourage you to give us a thumbs up, and we do indeed. A lot more people will be coming in as the night goes on. But let me go get the rest of the house. I got to turn the TV down, or maybe we'll get in internet trouble. There's my dog Daisy walking in front of me. She walks in front of me everywhere I go. Can I go by you? Yeah? So, let me get the living room set up here so we don't have any problems. We hope everybody's doing great. Oh, it's a exciting day, man. It was 72 degrees here today in my part of the world. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day. I'm going to try to go fishing on Wednesday. It's supposed to be even a tiny bit warmer and less wind. So I'm really excited about that. Tuesday, I got a bunch of running around to do, so I can't go on Tuesday. That's tomorrow, by the way. Today's Monday. It is, what time is it? I don't know, about 6:15 here. And we're going to work on a few things tonight. Thank you all for being here. Whoever's in the background, thank you for the thumbs up. I pinned my wife's Facebook vlog there. That's what that is. If you guys can check that out, I would appreciate it. She's close to a milestone. And of course, you know, I want her to get to that milestone, right? Let's see. Got to get this over here. Don't mind me as I wander around the house for a couple of minutes. Checking my batteries. Making sure all of my batteries are charged. I thought about getting something to eat, but you know, I don't know if I'm actually hungry. So I know it's about that time of the evening. Hello, 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 how are you? Young person, how are you? Good noy. So Joey, how are you? What's going on in your part of the world? Oh crap. Trying to get situated, do a live stream tonight. We got 12 people in the background. I appreciate that. You guys give us a thumbs up. I'm trying to recruit people to go to my wife's blog. It was Monday. Our Monday wasn't horrible. Tomorrow I got some run around. It was 70 degrees. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Damn. Man, I'm getting old. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. It was a warm Monday here. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know I got the door closed for the dogs can't go outside because we've had everybody's outside walking their dogs today because it's so warm. And the dogs have been going crazy all the day. And of course, one of them has heart failure and she overdid it and stuff. And then the other one has a club foot and she ran too much and hurt herself. So I've had to shut the door to keep them inside for a while. Galactic Gaming's in the house. Yo, what's up, mate, man? I'm trying to, I feel like I'm discombobulated today. Because I'm going to do a live stream. Got some stuff done on the boat. Yeah, all right. I just don't know what I'm doing. Followed your wife. Thank you. We got to support our wives. So I told her I'm gonna put the phone down here in a second so you're not being jerked around so much. Let me just get it set up. All right, guys. So I'm gonna quit moving here in a second. Galactic Gaming, good to see you. Thank you once again for your super chat from last night. We we greatly appreciate that. We do. All right, now I'm just trying to get organized. I'm not organized today, guys. Like Joey says, it's been Monday all day. All right, let me put you over here. All right, guys, see, I'm going to work on the model a little bit tonight. I don't know how much I'll get done while I'm chatting with you, but I'm going to give it a try. Meme's in the house. Hey, man, what's up? We are doing good. Meme, we are doing good. Thank you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad. It's good to see you. Hey, would you do me a favor? All of you guys, my wife has a Facebook blog. I put the link I pinned the link up there at the top of the chat. If you guys would just go and follow her Facebook vlog, I would greatly appreciate that, and I know my wife would be tickled. She's close to a milestone, and I think she'd really like to get there. So I told her, we got to support our women folk. What time is it here? 6:17 p.m. So I did do a little bit of painting on the boat today, guys. We got 9 people watching. Give us some more thumbs up, whoever's there. And I want to show you a trick I did today. Something that my great brain figured out to do. Woohoo, because sometimes we've got to give ourselves credit, for being brilliant, right? I mean, because who else is going to do it? I got to get my iPad started here so I can be able to read the comments. Sometimes I have trouble reading the comments far away because the phone is the way it is. Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna, if you guys don't mind also, here's one thing I'm doing, and I'll try to drop it a couple of times during the chat, during the night. That's right, I like that. I don't have Facebook anymore since Corona. All right, man, I understand. But we appreciate you being here anyway. Each person who follows his wife helps the model boat get completed somewhere in the world. Amen, brother. Amen. So, oh man. But we got to support the women folk. The other thing, I got a new fishing channel. And it only has 6 subscribers because I haven't worked on it. It only has 1 video. But what I found out from YouTube is I got to get 50 subscribers on it so I can start doing live streams. So I'm gonna make a comment here in a minute on my fishing channel. And if you guys want to go and subscribe to that for me. And then later on in life, you'll see that it becomes a real channel. but I gotta have 50 because I'm gonna do a lot of live stream outdoor fishing live streams in the future here. So if you guys would be kind enough to subscribe to Fishing with Pack. Fishing with Pack. I don't got any room today for shit. I told you guys, I feel like I'm discombobulated. It's a fishing channel or a catching channel. Well, right now it's a six subscriber channel. So it's not really much of anything right now. But I'm hoping, I'm actually a pretty good catcher. But, you know, if we get lucky, I try to go fishing a lot. I'm going to try to go on Wednesday. I'm going to try to do a live stream Wednesday while I'm out fishing during the day. Because it's supposed to be like 72, 73 degrees here. And the wind's not supposed to be bad. And we got a lake where they stocked a bunch of rainbow trout. So I'm going to load up the mobility scooter, the fishing poles. I need to get glasses because everything's blurry as hell. I'm going to load up the scooter, the fishing tackle, the trout bait, and I'm going to go to this little lake and try to get some trout for you guys. Last time you went fishing 6 hours, not a bite, Jesus. Well, but at least, did you enjoy yourself? It was I like fishing. So, that's crazy though. There are times that I get skunked fishing and I hate it. It pisses me off. Yeah. And so what I do is I try to bring stuff for multiple species, different tackle. And if I got to sit there and catch a little bitty perch just to entertain myself, I will. So So here's what I did. I want to show you guys. And these aren't completely, because I'm going to do some touch up on these. But I wanted to show you guys on my model boat here. I had these white plastic cells. I'm trying not to blame you. You see, these were white. And they're supposed to be this color, right? And they all are different sizes and shapes, and they were all numbered. I numbered them. This one was number 7. So I numbered them with like a wax pencil or a colored marker, pencil, whatever it was, on the back of these, right? Well, today, when I got around to spray painting them, I thought, well, crap, I'm going to wind up just spray painting right over the number. So how do I fix that? Well, when I do watches, I put these tags on watches because I like to play with watches. I buy, sell, and trade watches for fun. And so I thought, well, they wanted me to drill holes to attach the string to anyway. So I drilled one, I put my tag on there, and I numbered it number 7. You guys can't tell, whatever. It's supposed to be a number 7. So I did that for everyone, so they're all numbered. I felt good about myself, man. I almost gave myself a pat on the back. I was almost impressed with myself. It was nice spending time with the kids. So yeah, and to be honest, that's one of the reasons I do live streams when I go fishing, because it's kind of fun. It keeps the boringness down a little bit. If you're not catching fish, I can sit there and yak and talk to everybody and entertain myself that way. So maybe that's partly why I do live streams while I fish, I'm going to put these away because these are no good. Maybe I'll keep a couple of these out. But, I love to fish, and this channel is very important to us. This is, we're hoping to make some money on this channel someday in the future. We don't make any now. David, I think you can get more ratings in your chat if you register the live streams in advance. Please remember that there are many hours between us. No, I understand that. And I usually do that. Sometimes, I used to schedule live streams every Thursday night at 7, and I do that. So I do one live stream every week at Thursday night, 7 p.m. my time, like clockwork. It's scheduled every week at 7. That's kind of how I started live streaming, and that's kind of the one is fixed. Then I do all of these random pop-up ones at different times in hopes of meeting new people. Because what we have found over the years is if you have my live streams from 7 to 9, the same group of people come over and over and over, which is great. But nobody new hardly comes. So you kind of got to bounce around different times, pick up different people. Then you can encourage them to come to the 7 to 9 on Thursday nights also. So it would start meme in a half hour on Thursday night here. And it's just another live stream that I plan to do. You got into hiking. Not been fishing much. Okay. Hey, there's Ian. Ian, how are you? Ian from the Philippines. How are you? Cheers, mate. Good morning to you. Yeah. How's things in the Philippines? I hope well, of course. Everybody say hello to everybody, by the way. That's how you guys grow and make friends, by saying hello to everybody. So, meme, that's kind of what we do. Because one thing, it's kind of hard, or, I didn't want to be too rigid in my life, but we do make sure we do one on Thursday nights, for sure. And then I can't say it's consistent, but Lorelai, my wife, she does hers sometimes at midnight, my time when she gets off work. But that all depends on if she's feeling up to it. So sorry that we don't, we don't really aren't very in advance with our live streams, but that's kind of how we do it. That works for us because we never know. It's like there was a couple Saturdays that we decided to go have lunch at a Filipino restaurant and hung out and did a live stream, and it went very well. It's okay, 2 a.m. my time on Thursdays. All right, so you just got to watch out for it. Ian says it's been hot lately and cloudy today. Hot in the Philippines? I can't imagine. That's one thing Lorelai and I talk about the Philippines a lot. One thing I truly do miss is the heat of the Philippines. I love the heat, especially if there's a breeze. Now, if it's above 95 and there's no breeze, it's time to go inside. But if you got a breeze, I can live with it. So, I like the heat, man. I miss the heat. Alexandria's in the house. Everybody say hello to Alexandria. Meme, everybody say hello to them. Say hello to Ian, living in the Philippines, and subscribe to each other's channels. I try to support you more, but I'm not awake every night. I know, and we know that. We know that you're a good supporter, but we also know that you're far, far, far away, and you got to do what you got to do. Alexandria saying hello to everybody. We appreciate you, Alexandria. Alexandra. I'm still stuck on the city, Alexandria, because my mother was born in Alexandria. So I get that weird thing in my head. So, but everybody say hello and subscribe to everybody. Hey, and if you guys would do me a favor, because a couple of you just came in, if you go up to the top of the chat, that's my wife's Facebook vlog. It's called Lorelai's Vlog. And if you guys would subscribe or follow, I think you can follow it on Facebook. If you guys wouldn't mind going to Facebook, if you have Facebook, and follow her for me, I would appreciate that. She's close to a milestone, and I'm trying to help her get past that milestone. Plus, it's only a good thing that her and I cross-promote our adventure, right? You may want to rethink moving to Alabama if you don't like 95 and there's no breeze plus 90%. Well, but no. Yeah, anything above 95 and no breeze sucks. But those are the days that you sneak into you hang out in the air conditioning. But the rest of the time, plus I'm one of those guys that like to sit outside in my backyard, but I don't have a problem putting up fans. Ian, we have the same problem here with the time difference. It's difficult to get everyone all on. It is. It's, again, I feel bad because, we have a lot of followers all over the world, anywhere from Australia to the Philippines to Germany to Ireland to Thailand to, God, South Africa. I just can't, Canada, but nobody cares about Canada. No, we got to pick on Canada. And it really hard to get us all together. I tried a couple of years where I tried really hard, and I just realized that you'll catch people when you can catch people. And when you do, you got to take advantage of it. I get excited when I don't see somebody for a while and they pop on and you get to see them because you get to kind of catch up with them. It's kind of like catching up with an old friend. But yeah, we have a lot of support out of the Philippines. That's the big glass of whiskey you're drinking. Well, it's not really that big of a glass, if you want to know the truth. But just to clear the record, it's not whiskey. It's watered down tea, because here's what happened. I've lost 45 pounds, and I'm trying to get healthier, and I'm not eating as much, and I definitely don't drink soda. So I drink a lot of water. But I wanted iced tea because I like iced tea with no sugar in it, just plain boring iced tea. So I made some iced tea today. But the tea bag was in the bottom of the container. So the water, the tea stratified, right? You had weak tea up top and dark tea down. And I forgot to stir it when I poured it into my glass. So I got very weak tea this morning, or this afternoon. Yeah, 6 p.m. Philippine time. Right. And I do some live streams in the mornings. During the warm weather, I definitely go outside. I get up early during the warm weather and sit outside and do live streams. So it's really early here, which is late for you guys. And then if we're late here, it's early for you guys. Like last night, Lorelai and I did a live stream, and we got a whole bunch of people from the Philippines because they were awake on a Monday morning, I guess. So it's kind of confusing, but it gets there. Come on, people in the Canada, really nice. I know, but we have a lot of good friends there, so I like to give them a hard time. Alexandria, boyfriend left his wallet here this morning. He's working 4 hours away all week at a job site. Holy crap. I had to drive 8 hours round trip today to drop his wallet off. I am wore out. Had to take the day off. Man, I hate that. That is horrible. Now, Alexandria, I want to give you some tips about having a boyfriend. Okay, guys, and don't get offended. Men are idiots. You always need to make sure a checklist. Hey, boyfriend, do you got your keys? Do you got your glasses? Do you got your wallet? Do you got your phone? So you can't take for granted that we remember to get what we're supposed to get. So you just got to remember that, Alexandria. But that shows how good of a girlfriend you are. Because I would have probably put it in the mail and said you'll get it in a couple of days. Joey says, my wife says it's time to eat. Don't want to upset the boss. See you next time. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I haven't got a wallet. Living in the Philippines, do you need a wallet? Ian says. Looked at the Soundful movie voiceover. Well, thank you for being here. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. Thank you for giving us a thumbs up. Oh, my goodness. Now, my wife once in a while forgets her phone. And what's weird is if you forget your phone, you can't call the person and say, hey, you forgot your phone, right? So we have a system that if Lorelai forgets her phone, I'll drive when I find it or remember it or I see it, I will take it over to her work, and unless it's close to her getting off, I will put it in her car. So she knows to go look at brake to see if her phone's in her car because I would have ran it over to her job and put it in her car. So that's kind of what we do. He's absolutely correct. Without my wife asking if I did this or that, I would have this thing. I would just walk around in circles. I agree. So Alexandria, just get used to the fact that you got to just remind us and help us along. Otherwise we just kind of float through the winds. You can locate your phone over every web browser. Right, but at her job, she's not allowed to do any of that stuff. And you know what I mean? So she works in a corporate office and she can't get on the internet and try to do all of that. And she knows that she's forgotten it because you know how we are. We're so attached to our phones. So we find it easier. If I realize it here, or if she realizes it's gone, she will call me or text me from another phone, and then I just go put it in her car, and she'll go and get it out of the car eventually. But she really doesn't need her phone at work because, she's at work. We're not supposed to be on the phone at work. But that's what you do. Man, just keep us men going. Help us out. Keep us motivated. Yeah. And it's Monday, right? Monday, running late. Yeah, you easily forget things. But that's where maybe you put a dish. You put his wallet, his keys all together. You put the things that are necessity where he can't forget it. Because if he has to get one, that's what I do, to be honest. I take my wallet and my keys and they're always together. Because if I need to leave, I got to take the wallet. Okay, meme. Ian, meme's first name. Are you German? He is. He's our friend from Germany. Where did Galactic Gaming go? He already moved out? Galactic Gaming is from that part of the world too. But not Germany. I lived in Germany for 27 years. Wow. Yeah, and a dedicated place. That's what I did, seriously. I got a blue bowl that I won as a door prize at a conference I went to when I was still teaching, probably got early in my career. So, retired 10, 15, 25 years ago. Somebody handmade this really beautiful bowl and it was a door prize. And I won it. And that's what I used to put my junk in, my wallet, my keys, both cars, Lorelei's car keys for me and my truck keys are all in there. And I throw my wallet in there so I know it should be in there. Meme's asking, where do you live? Ian's living in the Philippines right now. My Views, Your World is in the house. I'm in America, Arkansas. My Views, Your World says hello to everybody. You guys make sure you like, subscribe, and share to each other. Say hi to each other. So Ian's answering you there, meme. My Views is a good channel. He's headed to the Philippines in a few months. He's ready to go flirt with sexy girls. So he's packing his bags and headed to the Philippines. My Views, Your World says hello. Meme. Nice, I'm near Dortmund right now. All right. See, you guys could be related. You never know, right? You could have bumped into each other at a grocery store or a pub. Played often at Westfalenhallen on Monday. Mayday, Monday probably. Hey, My Views, Your World. I know you just came in. I put up at the top of the chat my wife's Facebook vlog. It's called Lorelei's Vlog, but I put a link to it. If you would go when you get time, no big deal. If you have Facebook, go and follow her vlog for me. I'm trying to promote her. We're trying to cross promote. We're trying to grow Lorelei's vlog. And so if you guys would check her out. And then, of course, my YouTube channel, Fishing with Pack. If you'll subscribe to that, because I need 50 subscribers so I can do a live stream on Fishing with Pack. And that's all I need. I just need 50. Then I'll start doing live streams and let nature take its course. No, Monday is right. Oh, no, May Day is right. So is that like a holiday? It's a rave every 30. Okay, okay. 4:30 to my to 1st May. Okay. Also, I just subbed. Okay. So everybody subscribe to each other, but make sure you do it right. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. Watch a video, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, and then subscribe to the channel. Because we get, look, we have, I don't know how many subscribers we have. We have, I don't know, like 3,650 or something. But I went the other day and I looked at my subscribers. So I have 3,600 and change subscribers. I've had over 10,000 people subscribe to my channel in the 4 years we've been doing this. 10,000 subscribers, but I only have 3,600 on the books. So if you don't do it right, it doesn't count. So I could be over 10,000 by now if everybody did it right and nobody went to sleep land and nobody closed out their YouTube channel or anything like that. But I've had over 10,000 people subscribe to my channel, but only 3,600 I get credit for. So let's make sure we do it right for everybody's sake. My views, your world, Lorelai's blog falling. Great, thank you. We're trying to crawl, we really are trying, we're poor people. I know a lot of people, I get messages all the time, and I am a little confused about things. I get a lot of messages asking me to send people money, which is funny because one, we wouldn't do that unless we, knew it was for a good cause. Two, we're poor and don't have money. So it's kind of interesting, but that's okay. I get some people really, I got somebody the other day that they messaged me and asked if I could send them, what was it? I don't know, the equivalent of like $100. I didn't know this person, had no clue who this was, and I said no. Instead of blocking or ghosting or not responding, I respond to things. Everybody I respond to, So I responded back and said, sorry, I don't know you. And no, I will not be sending you money. But thank you for asking. That person sent me one of the nastiest emails or messages back, but that's okay. Talking about how the rich American needs to do this and the rich American needs to do that, and how pathetic it was that I wouldn't share my wealth. I'm like, share my wealth? I don't have any damn wealth. Are you freaking kidding me? Meme says, thanks, yes. Can you explain that one more time? Explain what, my world, your views? So everybody's subbing to each other. Make sure you do that. Be careful about AI scam. Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. My views, your world, what is it that you need me to explain one more time? How pretty I am? How handsome I am? Or the fact that we're poor? What do you need to know, my friend? Ian in the Philippines, you wanker about time, joking about the wanker. Yeah, Ian has a good channel. I like his channel. He's got some good humor. And so you guys definitely need to enjoy that. We look forward to what everybody does on their channels. Better late than never? Yes. That's what I keep telling myself, better late than never. So, but we are getting ready. I'm going to tell you, I got a lot to do this week because I'm going to go fishing. That's going to kill 4 or 5 hours. So that makes my week really busy. But I'm going to put a little video together about our fundraising for school supplies in the Philippines, and I'll send that out. So if anybody wants to donate to our PayPal account, all that money and the money and some other money that we get from YouTube will go to buy school supplies for very needy families in the Philippines. And I mean, these are the families that when they go to buy school supplies, they no longer can eat food. So we have people on the ground that take care of this for us. Lorelai and I raised the money, and we give them our own money, and they can buy school supplies. And I mean everything the kid needs. for school starting in June. So that'll be coming out soon, all right? But don't do it on YouTube. Do it on my PayPal account. Lost subscribers. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, let me tell you. Hey, Joe's in the house. Everybody say hello to Joe. Yeah, so here's what happens. How you need to subscribe correctly to somebody's channel. And that's why I won't subscribe to anybody's channel right away. You'll find me doing it later on, a day or two later. But you got to go to their channel. You got to pick a video, and you got to get one that's more than a short. You got to go to a regular video, watch the video, make a comment, and give them a thumbs up or some thumbs down, I guess you could, whatever you want. Then you subscribe to their channel. That locks you in. That shows that you're a real person. And that person gets to keep you then. And I would hit the notification bell too. And if you haven't hit ours, please do. That's how you subscribe correctly. Otherwise, like I said, I've had over 10,000 subscribers, but I only have 3,600 on the books. Joe, how are you doing, my friend? So please remember, you have so many hours of live streaming online. It's easy for scammers to copy your voice and use it against you. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. And my voice, man, I got a lot of hours on the internet. And I don't doubt people would, you know. Did you mention you have fishing channel? Yes. Here. Joe, let me see. Let me drop my fishing channel. I'm just going to make a comment because my iPad is turned on to my fishing. So my fishing channels, Fishing with Pack, I need 50 subscribers so that when I go fishing this spring and summer, I can do live streams on it. That's what I want to do. It's going to be dedicated fishing versus putting fishing channels on this one, on our adventures channel. So I just dropped it. Fishing with Pack is that channel. So that's how you do it. My Views Your World. But I'm telling you, I've had over 10,000 people subscribe to me, and I've never bought one subscriber. Never bought one. But I got 3,600 in the bank. So I am good. Did you enjoy the... Yes. Joe, man, it was 70 degrees today. I'm going to go fishing on Wednesday. It's supposed to be 72 degrees. Tomorrow's a little bit cooler, plus I got stuff to do. So I'm very excited. I'm going to try to go fishing and do a live stream on Wednesday during the day. I don't know what time. I'll probably go about noonish. You know, I told Lorelai that I'm going to leave early. I usually stick around the house. Lorelai goes to work about 3:30. When I go fishing, I usually do it right when she leaves. But since it gets dark at, 6 o'clock now, I got to go earlier than that. So yeah, if you haven't followed Lorelai's vlog for me, it's up, it's pinned at the very top. Lorelai, my wife's vlog. And then I just threw out Fishing with Pack needs some subscribers because I just need 50 so that I can start live streaming. So it looks like Sappy was timed out for being whatever Sappy was. Sappy got in trouble by Nightbot. Make sure you take the snacks. Well, I'm on a diet, Joe. I've lost 45 pounds and I got to get more off. So no snacks. No snacks. Snappy, no worries. No worries. It happens. No snacks. Just water. Water to wash my hands with because I have a thing about my hands getting dirty. And water to drink, and that's it. That's it. And the fishing poles and the camera and the battery and all that other crap I got to remember to pack up to take so I can do live streams out of the lake. So, because I'm going to try to go trout fishing out of this little lake and see if I catch any. I'll throw them all back because we don't want to eat them. But no snacks. I'm on a diet. Chris Hansen in the house. Philip, we need to talk. You know, well, thank you for being here. Thank you all for the thumbs up if you didn't do it yet. But I'm excited about the warm weather. I know it's still winter. It's February. It's going to be below zero again. And we're all going to freeze our thingies off. And It's going to be 12 feet of snow, and the freaking alligators are going to roll over their bellies up and going, damn, it's cold. I know winter's not over yet, but that doesn't mean I can't be excited about one day that it's warm outside. That's what Lorelai was telling me. So, hey, well, you better take advantage of it. And I'm like, yes, I will. I'll take advantage of that. It's exactly 0 degrees in Germany. Holy cruppin' button buttons. That's not good, man. That's cold weather. That's cold. Yeah, my office is full of plants because we keep a lot of plants out, but during the winter we got to bring them in. And the only place we got them that gets a lot of sunlight is my office. So my office is packed with dogs, dog beds, and plants during the winter months. But I kind of feel bad for my dogs today. I locked them in the house because the weather is so nice. There are so many people walking their dogs and in the neighborhood that it drove my dogs crazy because they haven't seen any in a while. And they hurt themselves. Daisy, who has heart failure, overdid it, and I think she came close to passing out. So I had to bring them in and lock the door so they couldn't go outside. And then Lily, the one with the club foot who can't walk right, I think she hurt herself trying to run. And so I had to bring them in. Ian says 91.4 degrees. That's not bad. At least you got that warm breeze from the coastal waters of the Philippines to keep you cool. All right, I'm going to admit, when I was living in the Philippines and we would sit outside on the lanai, it had no damn fan, so it was hot as hell because it's all concrete. And we couldn't get any breeze in because of the brick wall surrounding the house. So what I would do, because I like to sit outside, even though I felt like I was in prison, because I couldn't see anything but brick walls and metal fence. So I felt like I was prison sitting out there. I would keep a bucket of water. And I got to admit, I would literally every so often dip my rag in there and put the water on me and just cool off while I sat outside and played video games. Ian says, I live near Manila, but a nice cold Red Horse cools you down. It does. I like Red Horse. I'm not a huge beer drinker, but Red Horse is good. I'm out of Red Horse. My friend James sent me, he's my buddy out of California. Once in a while, he sends me Red Horse from a store called Seafood City in America here. We don't have one anywhere close to, the closest one is 9 hours drive. So he's been kind enough once in a while to ship me Red Horse beer. So, man, you can't beat a buddy like that. You can't beat a buddy like that. And I appreciate James. I appreciate all of you guys. We get a lot of messages and we have a lot of one-on-one conversations about finances and immigration, relationships and marriage. God, with the Philippines, travel, you name it. I have a lot of people that I do a lot of one-on-one with, and I'm very appreciative to be able to do that. I do consider myself an expert life coach, and I'm happy to give advice and listen to issues and give solutions if you want them. So, yeah, I enjoy the fact that I have a purpose somewhat, because one thing I had, and I was telling a friend, I hadn't talked to this friend in about 3 years. She called me the other day. She worked with me at the college for the 25 years I was there, and she's retired now. She's been retired 4 years. I've been retired 10 years, and she's older than I. But it's one thing I was telling her, I really miss having a job. I miss having a purpose. And then I got talking and realized, well, I do have a purpose. In a sense, I get to be a life coach, so to speak, to a lot of people. And that kind of gives me a purpose. I really like it. So I appreciate that, guys. Joe says, talk to you later, Dave. Y'all have fun and be careful. We will do it. Take care, Joe. Be safe up there. I hope you get to enjoy the weather too. Don't just sit in your apartment and hang out. Go downstairs and take a walk tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's a little chilly. But on Wednesday, I want you to get outside your apartment and walk around the block and get some fresh air. All right? We all need fresh air. I tried to open up the windows and the doors today to get the air of the house out is what I did today. So, you know. So, yeah, a little bit of a purpose besides building models and looking handsome. I get to do. So, what is everybody else up to? Does anybody else have a problem or an issue out there in the world? What are you guys excited about? You know, Lorelai and I are excited about a lot of things. We have a lot of things in the air, so to speak. I mean, a lot of things in the air. We have a lot of maybes in the air. And sometimes having a lot of maybes can be very frustrating. I mean, do we do A? Do we do B? Do we do C? What do we do? We're trying to figure out what we do. And I know my wife gets very frustrated because I can't make up my mind. I don't have the personality, I guess, that's really good at making up his mind. So I think she gets frustrated with me. But, you know, where do we go? What do we do? Do we go ahead and buy another house in Southern Alabama? We like Southern Alabama. So do we do that? Do we go ahead and buy a big, nice house in Southern Alabama? Do we buy a little house in Alabama and try to spend half of our time, a few years now, half in America, half in the Philippines? You know, do we go back to the Philippines in 2030 and live permanent? What do we do? Do we go ahead and go to Florida? Do we go live in a 55 plus community where I own the land and can have my dogs? What do we do? Do I go back to Cocoa Beach and go fishing a lot, even though Cocoa Beach is kind of boring, but it's a beautiful place? Where do we live? You know, what do we do? So Linder's in the house. Hey, Dave, how's it going? I ended up slipping on ice. Damn. On the way home from work today, landed on my left leg and arm, but my arm ended up, ooh, Jesus. Were you, okay, here's the question for you. As an old OSHA guy, were you already off the clock and off the property? Did you get hurt on the company property or on your own property? Because whether you were off the clock or not, if you were leaving and exiting your job site and you slip and fell, you are covered under workman's comp. That's the way it is in America. My view is your world. I'm going to Seattle Wednesday. I hope I have no trouble getting a Philippines national bank account. You are going to have trouble getting it. You're going to have trouble getting a Philippine bank account. But here's my question. Why do you want a Philippine bank account? Why do you want one? Ian says, they say home is where the heart is. Yeah, I don't know where home is. Maybe that's the problem. I don't feel like I have a home. I just like to go fishing. I don't have a home. I don't feel like this is home. I don't, you know, I like Florida, but Florida's expensive. I am very happy in Florida. Follow. I was already clocked out of work and was not far from work when it happened. All right. So if you were already off work property, then you're not covered. But if you're clock out and you walk out to your car, slip and fall and break your leg, you're covered under workman's comp. Just FYI. But so Linder, good to have you. Hey, up at the top, I'm trying to get everybody to join or follow my wife's vlog. So up at the very top of the chat, I pinned her Facebook vlog. If I could get you to go follow her, I would appreciate that. No, I think you're wrong. You're wrong. My views, your world. Ian in the Philippines. He's there. Who else is here? Is Joey? No, Joey had to go eat. I disagree with your statement. My views, your world. What does Ian say? In most Philippine banks, you need an ACR card to open an account. Exactly. I would get a Charles Schwab account. All right. We use a Charles Schwab account and had no problems with it. We have a Philippine bank, but it was a pain in the ass to open it up, even for Lorelai, who's a dual citizen. It was a pain in the ass to put money in. It was a pain in the ass to get money out of. It was a pain in the ass. So our Charles Schwab account had no issues, and they reimbursed all ATM fees. And it has a very large amount of money you can take out. You can take out $1,000 a day anywhere in the world on your Charles Schwab account. So just saying, me personally, I recommend Charles Schwab. All right, so beef it up, call them up, talk to them, and you'll find out that I'm right. They will reimburse ATM fees. They will send you a new card in the Philippines if you need it. All of that stuff, it can be done with Charles Schwab. That's what we did. That's what we do. Tim's in the house. Maybe Tim knows a little bit about banking in the Philippines too. Could give you some advice. Meme says we have, oh, he's going to kill me with these German words. Albertswig in Germany, that means the way to work and the way home is covered by insurance. Wow. Yeah. In America, how it is, if you're in a company vehicle and part of your job is getting home and getting back or to work, so let me say, like a delivery driver. If I'm a delivery driver and they require me to take the vehicle home so that I can get up in the morning and do deliveries, then absolutely. But otherwise, no. Everybody say hello to Tim. Tim, thank you for being here, my friend. Remember to follow Lorelei's vlog. I pinned it at the top of the thing. Back on Saturday, January the 25th, I almost ended up in the emergency room. Why, Solinder? Why did you go to, why? My views are word, I have Charles Schwab. That's great. I love Charles Schwab. Ian says, I have been with China Bank for 5 years, never had a problem. Okay. Yeah, we have, what is the Philippine Bank? What BOK, Bank of Philippines, POK, whatever. We have that. We have one of those still active in the Philippines. So, but it was a pain in the butt. I mean it. We did it. I don't know. Yeah, BPO. Thank you. I couldn't remember because, I'm old and have squishy brain syndrome. So we have that. But I'm telling you, are you going to have anybody back in the United States looking after your mail or being a baseline contact for you? I highly recommend if you have somebody that you trust that, can be an anchor point while you're an expat, it's a good thing. I was talking to my dad at 5:35 p.m. and then 14 minutes later, 42 seconds of being on the call everything went downhill. Yes, my brother. So what went downhill? Went from arms to head to my legs and completely out on me. I couldn't move at all. Felt like I was paralyzed. Also, what happened Saturday, I woke up like at 3 a.m. on the floor. Wow, you better go to the damn doctor, dude. Also, what happened Saturday, I woke up at 3 a.m. on the floor. Yeah, I'm rooming. You better go to the damn neurologist. You better quit pussyfooting around before you have a stroke. You better go see a damn doctor and listen to the old smart guy. That's me, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. You better go to the doctor. You don't want to be dead at 20. I think you're about in the early 20s, but you're farting around of something that could permanently damage you and make you unalive. So Tim says he deals with the Bank of Commerce and China Bank for a savings account. Unfortunately, I still have to wait 27 days for a check to clear into my accounts. Well, that's good, Tim. So, Linder, I don't care if you're doing better today and tomorrow. You're not being very smart. A lot of people feel better before they have a stroke, a heart attack, and collapse. I'm telling you. Because you feel better today doesn't mean you're out of the woods. It's actually the great opportunity to go talk to the doctor. So just listen to this old guy who's been dead 4 times and lived through a coma. All right, good. I'll quit bitching at you then. Yeah, so that's right. If you take, you got to wait a month. That's what I like about Charles Schwab. And we kept another American bank. So when we lived in the Philippines and now we have multiple banks. We have a bank that we stash money in, and it doesn't do international very well. It just doesn't. It's not designed for that. Charles Schwab is. And one thing I did, and I noted, was if I wrote my Charles Schwab account, and now you can, but you could transfer money. So, but you could screenshot it and all of that through your own bank. But if you try to deposit, yeah, you got to wait. So one thing I learned was if I took a check from Charles Schwab or Regions, and I try to put it in the BPO bank, it would take 30 days for that check to clear in the Philippine bank. So I avoided all of that, and I just set it up where I could transfer internally from my banks while I was in the Philippines and do it that way. Then I could go to the ATM machine and get $1,000 a day out. Everyone in Germany is forced by law to have insurance. If you can't pay, they insurance yourself. The social system will pay for you. All right. We kind of have that in a sense. We have Medicaid and Medicare for people that don't have a lot of money, but and people like me who's disabled because I don't have insurance. I could go on Lorelei's insurance, but it wouldn't make any sense financially. So we have kind of that, but not very good. Not very good. Our medical system is not good. It's very good in America. It's very good. Medical in America is outstanding, best in the world. But the financial side of it is a disaster. Financially, it's a disaster. Solinder says, with me wiping out today, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get up, especially with me wiping out on my doormat side of my dominant side of my body. I understand. So Tim says, in fact, I have to go to the bank today so I can deposit a check from my expenses for the next month. Yeah. Now look, what I would say about a Philippine bank is this. Yeah, Tim self-assures, and we did too. We self-assured ourselves in the Philippines because it's cheap enough and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Thanks in advance for all you guys' prayers for me. Well, we're praying for you, and we're trying to give you some good advice. So if you're smart, you'll listen to a brilliant guy like me. But here's what I will say. Why we opened up the what is it again? I can't remember. Damn, my squishy. BPO bank account that we have in the Philippines. Here's the only reason I would say open it up. Is if you're going to have things in the Philippines automatically drafted. There was no way in hell that I was going to give any company in the Philippines, any business, the right to take money out of my Charles Schwab or my Regions account. Not going to do it. So we set one up just in case we needed it for that purpose. Because I was just going to transfer money into it or go put cash into it, go to the mall, take $1,000 out, go to the bank, put it in the bank, which would probably take 2 days for it to clear, and then they could draw it out automatically. That's the only reason I think to have a Philippine bank account is if you're having things automatically taken out. I don't know what Tim or Ian thinks about that comment. You guys are living in the Philippines. What do you guys, does anybody have an opinion on that? So that's the only reason we saw it, and we opened up one for that. BDO, Unibank Inc., Banco, yes. Bank of the Philippines Islands, Philippines National Bank, Land Bank of the Philippines, and China Bank. Yeah, there's a lot of banks there. And so, and I'm not an expert on the banks in the Philippines. We went with that one because everybody recommended it at the time. So, but depending on what you're wanting, but it wasn't easy. And, it wasn't easy. We had to get a letter. We had to get a reference letter, even for Lorelei to open up a bank account. She had to get a reference letter. Luckily, we know people that are in the government system, and so it was really easy, but we had to get a reference letter for her to open up a bank account. Even with all the money I was going to be willing, it's just crazy. I don't know. How's the dog's wife doing? My wife's doing great. She's trying to build her Facebook vlog. So subscribe to or follow her Facebook thing up top. The dogs are okay. Today was a beautiful day in the 70s. They got all excited. A lot of people walking. They ran around too much. Daisy, the one with the heart failure, I think she overdid it. And I'm a little concerned because she got to the point where she was overdoing it. I think she almost passed out and collapsed. So, and she's a lot more tired than normal. So I'm a little worried that, she hurt herself today. Lily, the one at the club foot, definitely hurt herself running. I don't know if her leg got screwed up and she went face or chest into the ground. I didn't see it. But when I went out there, she didn't want to move. She was sore. She was laying on the ground, and I got her kind of up and moving and got her in the house. But she hurt herself trying to run on 3 legs. My view's your world. Yes, that's another reason, just in case I need to pay rent long term. I hear about post-dated checks, the rent. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything kooky in the Philippines. And if you pay your rent, you get a damn receipt. Make sure you get a receipt for everything. If it's not documented, it didn't happen. But I wouldn't do post-dated checks. I don't know if I would do that. Maybe 1 or 2, but I wouldn't be doing a lot of that. I just wouldn't. I don't know what, Tim and Ian thinks about all of that. You guys chime in. I had to take all the money to the Philippines from China as I had another bank around the world. Okay. All banks are scams. They are. I watched a video to open an account at BNP branch in America with all the property documentation. It took 2 hours. All right. But understand this. Understand, unless something's changed in 3 years, the BNP bank and the BNP bank in the Philippines do not talk to each other. Meaning, you're still going to have the same headaches. I know it has the same name. It's owned by Together. But when we tried this, they don't communicate with each other. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't translate. They don't work together. Just because you have an account here, you have no account in the Philippines. If you have an account in the Philippines, you don't have an account in America. They don't have that binding legal paperwork to allow that to happen. Something we learned. Ian, I left the UK in 81, and that account got closed. I left Germany in 2007. That account also got closed. Yeah. Tim says, I filled out more paperwork to open a bank account in the Philippines than I filled out to join the Air Force. Yes. Yes, post-dated checks are illegal in America. Absolutely, they are. But I think what he was talking about was doing his rent in the Philippines. And I wouldn't do that. The big white horse is in the house. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I hope you're doing well tonight. Everybody say hello to the big white horse. I appreciate that. But yeah, I just wouldn't do anything funky, man. I mean, I love the Philippines. I love the people of the Philippines, but we got hosed for about $4,000. So I'm telling you, little life lesson here. We luckily, we got hosed. we learned some lessons. We did a lot of things wrong in the Philippines, and if we ever live there again, we know how to do better. But we did a lot of things wrong, and we had Odette wipe us out, but we still did a lot of things wrong. Or I did everything. I did things wrong. Lorelai didn't do anything wrong. I did. So it's a cold one up here. It's -3, but it feels like -23. I think that's funny. Yikes. You have an account for everything worldwide, but they don't let you know that. Yes. Well, banking is a scam. I mean, you borrow money from a bank, you pay them 5 or 6%. If I borrow $100,000 or $10,000 from a bank, I pay 5%. Let's say, if I put $10,000, they give me 1%. Shouldn't they give me 5% or at least 4%? Everybody, hello, everybody. The big white horse is in the house. You guys subscribe to the channels. Please do that. Hey, big white horse. I know I keep repeating this for everybody, but up at the very top of the chat, I pinned a Facebook link to my wife's Facebook vlog. It's called Lorelai's Vlog. It's her vlog, and I'm trying to cross promote us. And she's getting close to a milestone on Facebook, and I want her to get there. I want her to get there. So if you have Facebook and you don't mind going and clicking it and just clicking on it, I would appreciate it. But you don't have to. But if anybody would, I appreciate it. I want her to get to where she wants to be. You know, she wants to build her own vlog. We do this channel together, but she likes me staying off of the vlog. So, they decided to cash the post-dated checks all at once. Your bank will probably hit you with overdraft fees and penalties. And that's my point. In the Philippines, there's nothing to say that they can't do that. I'm telling you, in America, it's illegal, right? A bank will go, wait a minute, you can't do this. But in the Philippines, hey, it's all about who you know. So doing post-dated checks in the Philippines is the stupidest thing to do. Big White Horse, we had a cold wind chills all month. We were treated to 67 Fahrenheit. Yeah, we had 70. But Wednesday, we're looking out for freezing around. Wow. This Wednesday, it's supposed to be 72 where I'm at, so I'm going fishing. I'm going to do a live stream fishing if all goes well. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the 60s, and I got a bunch of running around to do, so I'm not going fishing, but I'm going to try to do one Wednesday. Solinder says tomorrow's high is going to be around 5. Woo! Wind chill value is low as 17. Who in the hell can live in that type of weather? You guys are crazy. Crazy people. My Views, Your World. Hello to you, Big White Horse. I subscribe to you. Appreciate you doing that. My Views, Your World. I appreciate you guys subscribing to each other, including myself. Remember, just to do it right, watch a video. Leave a comment on a real video, not a short, but a video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit the alert bell, and subscribe to the channel. Remember, I've had over 10,000 people subscribe to my channel, but I only have 3,600 in the bank. Interesting. Appreciate the info. My views were high, so Linder, I subscribe to you too. Dave, send me a ticket where you are at, and I'll come visit you while it warms up. What, do you think I'm rich? Man, we're poor in this house. You have no clue. I got to figure out how to come up with money to buy a new mobility scooter. We're trying to fundraise for school supplies for the Philippines for June. So starting in the next February, March, April, May, we're trying to collect money for school supplies. So, but I got to buy a new mobility scooter. Yeah, I ain't buying you an airline ticket. Are you freaking crazy? Man. My views, sub to you too. Thanks, My Views, Your World. I don't have any real content, but when I do, I'll make sure it's good. Nice, nice. That's good. I mean, we're poor in this house. A lot of people, I get a lot of things talking about, and I know you're only kidding, but I do get a lot of messages thinking that Lorelai and I are wealthy just because we look handsome and pretty. but we're not. About $2,800 is the one I'm trying to buy is about $2,800. So you can buy them for a lot less, but they're not going to be the cheap ones are limited at what they can do. So the one I need for what I'm going to do with it is about $2,800. So kind of pricey. Dave, I'll come down there and I'll help you out. I'm out around the house. I'm up in the Dakota. Have any skills? Tell me. What are you going to do? Maybe when we go to Southern Alabama and I need a house remodeled, might be a different story. We got a brand new house here. Plus, my wife doesn't like anybody staying in our house. Not even, well, we don't have any family because our family hates us. So we don't even let family stay here. What are you, crazy? We're not letting you stay at our house. Yeah, and I know this sounds greedy, but I actually would like to buy two different mobility scooters, and they're both about $2,800 each, but they're designed for completely two different worlds. And I live in both worlds. We travel a lot, and then we go do the outdoor stuff a lot. So there's one for traveling that's $2,800, and there's one for outdoor stuff that's $2,800. But that's okay. And then when I get one, Tim, what I'm going to do, my Chinese one that I bought in the Philippines, I'm going to try to give that away because I don't need it. We paid $1,000 for it. So I am going to find somebody who would like it, and I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to give it away. So if I ever get a good mobility scooter, I'm going to give my crappy one away. I'll be wishing for better weather in Dakotas. I'm in Ohio, yes. The land of Ohio. Now, Lorelai might get mad at me when I give the mobility scooter away, my cheap one, because she'd be going, I could ride that when you're riding yours. So she may not let me give it away, but if she lets me, I would give it away to somebody. But I got a feeling she'd be going, no, I'm going to ride it now. Women, what would we do with them or without them? Or what's that old saying? You can't live with them. You can't live without them. I don't know. There's an old saying about women. Father Linder says hello to everybody. Nice, Soul Linder. Thank you for that. Have you started making any YouTube content yet, Soul Linder? Have you actually started putting any paper to pen? Oh, thinking of paper to pen, remember to watch my videos. I'm doing a whole book series on Dr. Ken Berry's book about medical myths that his doctor told him. So what I'm doing is I'm reviewing each chapter kind of like I'm a teacher, and I'm going to give you a quick summary and synopsis of the chapter and give you my opinion and thoughts on it. But it's only going to be short videos, so maybe 5 minutes long about his book, and I'm encouraging you to go buy the book itself. But I'm going to do those every week. I got two chapters a week coming out. So you guys, they're going to come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays at, I think, 6 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. USA time. They're going to come out. And that's what I'm doing. I'm recapping each chapter I read. I thought it'd be a good way for me to read the book, and pay attention to what I read because I got to make notes on it so I can tell you guys about it. So watch out for those upcoming videos. And we got some other videos coming out, but I can't remember what they are. You know how it is, man. Lorelai is doing her vlog. I'm trying to do some shorts. Big White Horse says, I've been fixing up the electric kid scooter. Nice. They aren't too far off from mobility scooters. I see mobility scooters on Facebook Marketplace all the time. I know. The only thing I worry about with used mobility scooters is when you usually, I agree. Sometimes you can get a good deal. And if I could ever find one that I could get a good deal on, I would be happy to buy it. But what I worry about, one, do you got to replace the batteries? And the batteries are one of the expensive parts. Two, have they burned out the motor or they wore out the motor? Because this mobility scooter, because I've used them for years, I'm a pretty good expert on mobility scooters. I can tell that my batteries are getting weaker. I can tell that, and I've had this thing for a while. So I'm gonna have to replace the batteries if I keep it forever and ever. And so, a lot of these used ones I see on Marketplace, some have been treated really well. Maybe they bought it for their dad and their dad didn't live very long. So you can pick them up pretty cheap in good shape. Maybe I ought to start doing that. Maybe I ought to start buying all the used ones and clean them up and sell them and get some money to buy the one I want. But I worry about that because I'm kind of one of these weird guys. I don't like to buy used electronics either. I'm very leery of that. Solinder says, I have not done any content due to I've been not doing the greatest since my last issue I mentioned. Okay, all right. And it's still been in the planning ideas. That's good. Just remember, when you fill up to it and you're ready, you need to put pen to paper, so to speak. You can't grow a YouTube channel unless you have something to grow it with. It's like my Fishing with Pack. If you guys haven't subscribed to Fishing with Pack, please do. I need 50 subscribers on it. Here, I'm going to put the link in there again. So that I can do live streams on Fishing with Pack and make it grow. But I'm putting action to words. There is one video on there. But if you guys haven't subscribed to that other channel of mine, please do. And I'll be doing live streams down the road on it. So you got to put, it's kind of like, we have a channel called Cruising with Pack about cruise ship and cruises because we love cruises. And I have a bunch of cruise videos on this channel. I'm reworking those videos and I'm going to slide them over and make new ones and put them over on Cruising with Pack. Cruising with Pack. So you got to put content if you want to try to grow your channel. You got to do something with it. Live stream, shorts, you got to do something. Big White Horse says, yes, good life. Batteries will save a whole lot of headaches if you trust them. Yeah, I don't know much about them, to be honest. I'm not a big battery expert. Tim says, one thing that I've never seen is a van with a lift or a wheelchair in the Philippines. Me either. And using a mobility scooter in the Philippines was a bad word. It was not easy. It was not easy at all to use a mobility scooter anywhere in the Philippines. Going to the malls, a lot of the times, the elevators were broken. Escalators may have worked, but the elevators are broken. Going outside, the streets, the sidewalks, there's not a lot of handicap accessible curbs. You got to do a lot of picking up and moving around. So it wasn't too good. But what I hope to do, is I need to go outdoors more. So I want one that I can travel in grass, light gravel, stuff like that. They're a little bit bigger. They're a little bit taller. The one I have from China, my cheap Chinese one, which let me give it some credit. It's had the living shit beat out of it. I mean, we've had it in the Philippines. It flew here. I mean, I've used it. I've wore it down. I've used it. I've ran over everything you can imagine with it. I've tipped over in it and killed myself. It still works. It's not very good. It's not very, it doesn't have any real good functions, but it seems to be good quality because it hasn't broken yet. But it has a horrible turning radius and the seat's too low, and no, you can't adjust the seat. The seat is at 15 inches, and for most Americans, you need the seat to be at least at 18 and a half to sit comfortably. Otherwise, your ergonomics is all thrown off and it kills you. So, not many good sidewalks in the Philippines, man. I'm with you there. Let me tell you. I mean, when we were over on Mactan Island, over in the condo complex where all the condos are that's safe for the foreigners to go to, they had sidewalks, but it was the only place. But it wasn't logical how they laid out some of the sidewalks, you kind of, and how they try to put handicap or ramps in, you kind of went, oh, okay. So I gotta jump down here to get to the ramp to go over here. So kind of kooky. But look, I'm thankful. Let me not be too big of a turd, but I am very thankful that I have one because it allows me to go outside. It allows me to go to the park with Lorelei. It allows me to go to the mall, even though I hate going to the mall. But Lorelei drags me there, allows me to go there, allows me to go to JCPenney and sit there and look like this, allows me to go to Dillard's and look like this, It allows me to go to a lot of places. But I want to go a lot of outdoor places, and this one doesn't work so well for that. It's too low to the ground, the tires are too small. So, and the seat's all wrong, and it has a horrible turning radius. It takes about 4 to 5 feet to make a circle. No good. So that's why I need a different one that I'm looking at is the Baja model, and it would allow me to do a lot more. But it's not good for traveling because it weighs 260 pounds. So it's a pretty heavy unit, and you just can't pick it up and throw it around. The one I have only weighs about 70 pounds. So you take the battery out, and then you can pick the rest of it up and throw it around like it's nothing. Audubon, yes. Big White Horse says, when my back goes out, I can't walk very far. It's those times I wish I had a mobile. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'll tell you guys because, I'm very honest with everybody on the internet. I don't really hide anything. I don't like the fact that I'm handicapped. I don't like, or disabled, whatever the hell you want to call me. I don't like it. It pisses me off. I'm ashamed of it. I think it sucks because I used to be a manly man and now here I am, screwed up. So I don't like it. But I do talk about it because I think it's helpful for others. Is one thing I take solace in. I hate talking about my medical shit and how bad it is, but I know people want to know about it so they can learn from it. And mobility scooters, as much as I hate using it, and I mean hate using it, it has changed my life. It has truly allowed me to do many things that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. So, as much as I hate it, I need it. And when I go on a cruise ship, I need it. And we like to cruise, and you go through airports, you need it. You go to the mall, you need it. If you go to the park and try to take a walk with the family, you need it. And it sucks. I feel ashamed because I have to use one because even though I was, 400 and whatever many pounds years ago, I could still get out and walk and do everything I needed to do. And now here I am, not even 60, and I'm having to use a mobility scooter. So I'm not happy about it, guys. But I know we shouldn't be ashamed of how we get when we get older, but I don't feel like I'm old. Lorelei and I were talking about that the other day because we're planning our future. Are we going to go back and live in the Philippines? Because we're going to build a house there. Are we going to go back and live there? When would we do that? Are we going to stay in Alabama? Do we bite the bullet and go buy a place in Florida for a few years and then take off to the Philippines? What are we going to do? We're going to have 2 houses, one in America, one in the Philippines. Go back and forth, 7 and 5. I don't know. So we try to figure this out, and we talk about my age and my health and all of that. And at some point, I'm going to get unhealthier. I'm going to get worse and worse. I know this. We are already planning that and we know that Lorelei is going to have to stay home and take care of my dumb ass at some point in life. We know this. And if that comes to the case, then the Philippines would be the better place to live because she could hire help to help take care of me, right? And I get that. I know that. And then the other big question I ask my wife, and we talk about, which she doesn't like to talk about, is what do you want to do when I'm dead? because I am a little older than her. More than likely, the odds are she's going to outlive me. So, what is she going to do? Does she want to go back to the Philippines? If she's absolute, then I'm going to build a house that's really good for her. That way, when I kill over dead, she can sell everything in America and live in the Philippines if we don't both live there. So we got a lot of shit on our brain, guys. I know I overthink things. I do. People tell me all the time, oh, you think too much. You put too much detail in it. You worry too much. You think about it. You plan it. Yeah. Hey, let's do the Philippines. MJ's in the house. I see my good friend Winkers. Yes, Winkers here, and Winkers been behaved all day, so don't you start causing trouble. MJ. Winker's been a good guy all day long. Let's Do the Philippines says hello. Everybody say hello and subscribe to Let's Do the Philippines. And if you guys haven't subscribed to everybody else's channel, hey, MJ, are you following Lorelei's blog? I pinned her Facebook at the top of the chat. Would you do me a favor when you get time, if you have Facebook, go and follow her blog for me? It's pinned up there. She's close to a milestone on Facebook, and I'm trying to help her get there. I'm going to launch a live. Yes. My views, your world. Hey, let's do the Philippines, MJ. Saying hello to you. Big White Horse says, I started feeling unusual tightness in my back at 18. Oh, damn. And the following year, I got to walk off the job. Then my back started going out 3 times. Easy. That sucks. Well, part of my problem is my lung capacity is not where it needs to be. And of course, my feet and my knees are so bad. Even if I weighed 10 pounds, they would still hurt. So and I get dizzy all the time is one of my big problems. Let's do the Philippines. I'm already subscribed to her for a while now. All right, well, I appreciate you following Lorelei. I'm just trying to help her. I'm trying to help her grow her Facebook group, her whatever, her vlog. She's the wife. She's excited about trying to make money off of Facebook. So I want to encourage her to do that and see if it happens. I have an idea. Tell me about it. Speak to me, my friend. I'm changing my pacemaker out this year. I'm going to do some videos on that so you guys get to see what it's like for a pacemaker change. Venus has lots of friends. Yes. Please have them go to Lorelei's vlog. I would appreciate it. I really would. They love to share and connect. Yes. MJ, I would greatly appreciate that because my wife works hard on her vlog and she works hard on this YouTube channel. And the vlog is kind of her baby, her and the dogs. And she has a bunch of Filipina followers. And she does got a few creepy men, but whatever. So I would appreciate that effort, letting her help her grow. Because she's excited about it. And I think one thing we have to do as men is support and champion our women and let them, be who they're going to be and let them, if they get excited about something, let them be excited about it. I mean, I'm very much a realist, and Lorelei hates the fact that I always have questions about things, but that's just my personality. I question everything. So we're just trying to build her up. So I appreciate that, MJ. Yeah, you are the creepy man? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am the creepy. I don't even think, I can't follow her. I don't have a Facebook page. Lorelei and I our Facebook page is ours, a couple's Facebook page. So I don't even have a Facebook page. And Lorelei's in charge of the Facebook page. I don't approve anybody. If there's somebody that she thinks I know, she'll ask me, hey, do you know this person? And if I do, she allows them to become a friend or a follower. But Lorelei's in charge of the Facebook thing. Happy wife, happy life, meme says, yes. Time for Tim to go to the gym. Outstanding, Tim. We appreciate you, my friend. I will do what I can, MJ says. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Because Lorelei kind of likes your Venus. They only got to talk a tiny bit. So I actually think they would be buddies, to be honest. I think they have similar personalities. So I actually think they would be buddies. Yep, I need them. Give me a few reps. I need them, yes. You do need them. You need to bulk up a little bit. I saw those pictures of you with your friends, and man, I didn't realize you were that skinny. You need to eat some food, my friend. I'm going to tell Venus that she's not feeding you enough. I was talking to somebody about that the other day, you know, because I've lost 45 pounds here in America the last 8 months, and I'm trying to get some more off. And I was talking to somebody about, you know, the weird thing was when we were living in the Philippines, Lorelai and I ate like pigs and lost weight. And I'm really big on, you know, reading that book about Dr. Ken Berry and the lies and about the processed foods. I'm excited about the Kennedy kid becoming the head of the FDA. Maybe he can help get some of this garbage out of our foods. So I was thinking, I was reading this book, you know, because I'm doing those videos. And I'm like, you know, this is how people in other countries eat. Only fat Americans eat this way. I don't think the Germans eat this way, from what I've been told. The Filipinos don't eat this way. I ain't living in the Philippines. Could I chew for the past couple of weeks? Oh yeah, your tooth. I saw that. I hope it's feeling better. That's why he's taking more fluids at the moment. 2 failed implants. Damn. Fluids are good, depending on what flavor they are. But I'm serious. I mean, I've really been diving into the book a little bit and thinking, you know, what he's saying makes sense because everything we eat in America is processed. Everything. And I saw a thing where, and I know we're in a pissing contest of Canada and they're going to lose because we're great and they're not. But I saw that even Fruit Loops that are sold in America can't be sold in Canada. They can't be sold in Germany. They can't be sold in Europe. It's a totally different product that's sold in other countries. The one in America has nothing but color dyes that are not acceptable in other parts of the world, and the sugar's not accepted in other parts of the world. Blew my mind when I started digging into a lot of this. Man, the corporation and the government has screwed these Americans over like nobody's business. So, blinker fluids. My views your world. Let's do the Philippines, MJ. I hope I won at the casino. Oh, I hope you won at the casino. Yeah. The casinos in the Philippines are kind of weird. And I'm sure you're referring, did he go to the casino? I've been to the casino in the Philippines, and I feel like I'm getting hustled. I feel like even more than Vegas. When I go to Vegas or the casino, I always think I'm getting ripped off. But in the Philippines, I'm sitting there going, I don't even think they're hiding the fact that I'm not going to win. At least in Vegas, they pretend you might win. I know the entire system needs to be redone, and I think the administrator is our last chance. Yes, it does need to be redone, 1,000%. The food pyramid is stupid, ineffective, it's just horrible. And the more you read about food, the more disgusting we get. You would get if you really, I mean, I don't know. And I know I'm a fat guy and I eat too much, you know, so what do I got to say about it? But let's do the Philippines. My views your world. That place is, I don't know, Odada, and it's very nice. I've been to casinos in the Philippines only in Cebu, like at the Waterfront Hotel, which is a great hotel. It needs to be updated now. But that's where I first stayed when I met Lorelai for the month. And we went to the casino there. And I'm telling you, now granted, this was 11 years ago. I mean, I really did walking in, I'm going, there's no chance in hell that I'm going to win money in here. And man, so we played a little bit and went, yeah, we're not going to win any money here. I don't post a lot of my opinions, but I have researched and studied for years about stuff like this, so I concur. Well, I don't post my opinions, but I give them. I mean, hell, all you got to do is watch my channel for 5 minutes and you find out I give more opinions than probably anybody. And I just keep running my big ass mouth. And they're right, Dennis. Casinos are safer than girlfriend's family's house. I agree. Lose less money. Well, that's a good point, Dennis, and thank you for coming in. And I know you already follow Lorelai's vlog, but we're trying to build her up is what we're doing, Dennis. But Dennis has a valid point. You could lose less money in the casino than at the Filipino family compound, and you'll at least have some fun in the and at the casino. You'll have some fun. So, very true, very true, very true. I like casinos. You know, I gotta admit, I think casinos are cool. I like how the vibe is cool, man. You know, Ken Unger's in the house, no doubt. Dennis, Ken Unger in the house. Everybody say hello to Ken. Everybody say hello to Ken. Thanks, Ken, for being here. Hey, if you don't follow Lorelei's vlog, Ken, would you follow her? Her link to her Facebook vlog is at the top of the chat. And if you'd be so kind, if you have a Facebook page, to follow her, I would appreciate it. She's trying to build her blog into something that can make some money and grow, and I'm trying to just help her, you know, because I'm a good husband. Meme says, greets to your wife. Maybe she's looking, yeah, she's probably spying on us, because you know how she is. Apparently, she likes the iPhones, I found out last night, because she uses a tracker to track me. You know, I didn't know that before. Let's do the Philippines. MJ says, let me post my live when you end. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be ending here shortly, so not too much longer for me. Probably by 8 o'clock. All right, so about 15 minutes. So happy to do it. Happy to get everybody to go watch MJ's live stream. At least he's not like Jack when he does live stream. So, begging Jack, you know, drunk Red Horse Jack. He keeps trying to message me and I don't want to answer him back. So hopefully he'll go away one of these days. But Ken, thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Oh my, Jack is amazing. There you go. It's a given we have to open up our wallets and help them in all aspects, even bad behavior. Well, you know, and that's one thing that really amazing something. Well, you know, I got to admit, I was highly offended in the Philippines when we lived there. And here's what I was offended. I wasn't offended because people wanted my money. I was used to that. What I was offended by, that after Typhoon Odette was the hit, and Lorelei and I were left stranded in the Philippines, only being there a few weeks, maybe a month. Her family came over a couple of days after the typhoon on a motor scooter. That's the only thing that could get through because of all the power lines and the trees. It was devastating. I mean, all the buildings that were down. The only thing that could get through was motor scooters, right? So I got extremely pissed because I thought they came over because this is what I would do to come over to check on us. If somebody just moved to America from a foreign country and tornadoes hit here, and I knew them, first thing I would do is go check on them. Say, hey, you know, I get it. You're new. You got food. Are you okay? No. They come over. The first thing out of their mouth is, give us money, please. Piss me off. Ooh, it pissed me off. Piss me off. Piss me off. That pissed me off. Man, that one pissed me off. I'm telling you. 2 days after the damn typhoon wiped us out, we're stranded. No power, no food. We had a little bit of food and water, Gatorade. We had water. I thought you were going to come and say, hey, are you guys okay? Did you make it through the storm? No. It was, hey, give us some money. Pissed me off. Did I ever tell you that pissed me off? Meme says she's using a tractor. Yeah, that's what she told me last night. She said, well, you know, the iPhone can track the iPhone. My iPhone can track your iPhone. Stalker, huh? How dare you not? Yeah, and I didn't give. I was poor, let me tell you. And then, of course, not knowing when the power would come on, when anything would go back to normal in the Philippines, if the banks were ever going to open up at any time soon so that I could go to an ATM and get money out of my Charles Schwab account. By the way, Charles Schwab, if you're listening, you guys need to give me some money for endorsing your dumb company. Your wonderful company, sorry, that outstanding company that I love very much. You guys need to sponsor me. They wanted cash. They wanted our money. Kenunger, where is my blessings? Yes. Dennis agrees with you, Ken. You hear that a lot, right? Yes. Tell them to bless this. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had to walk away. I wandered off. I would, man, because if I would have stayed there, I would have stabbed their eyeballs out. I mean, how dare you? Look, I get maybe it's normal behavior there, but I really mean that. And I got friends that we're trying to get to come from the Philippines. They're not Philippine citizens, but they live there and we like them. And I've told them, I will help you come to America however I can within my realm. But if they came here to live and they went through a hurricane, a typhoon, I would go and say, look, man, God, are you guys okay? Because I know you don't know how the hell things work here. We've only been in the Philippines a month and now we have nothing. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. You guys tell me, am I wrong? I say, where's my blessing? Set my plane on phone mode. Well, she'll find, no. You don't understand. Being married means that you got to just accept a few things. You got to just let the wives do what the wives are going to do. You know, you just got to roll with it. And my wife does have a slight reason, because there are times that I pass out and fall down. And by her tracking me, if that happens, I guess she knows where to send the ambulance. Dennis says, most fills are just so draft. Let's do the Philippines. Put an air tag on your woman if you don't trust her. Yes. Yes, I carry an eye tag with me everywhere I go. No, just kidding. I trust me. Oh, I trust Lorelai. And to be honest, and I'm not picking on Lorelai, she really, because we've had this episode, we had the fact when I went into the coma, you know, she has real legitimate reasons for being able to try to get a hold of me and to find where my body is. So I can't blame her too much, because I really, you know, I get it. I do, because if she can't, you know, find me, if I don't answer the phone, she can at least find where the phone is. And if I'm out at the lake and she can't get me, or if I'm out at the park or at the store and something, and so I understand it and I'm okay with it, because she went through that when I fell into the coma years ago. She was doing just that. She, you know, she couldn't get a hold of me, and you know, so I get it. Draft is politically correct for stupid. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So I didn't know that. That must be a Canadian thing. But so Lorelai has a good reason for it, and I bust her chops about it, but I really don't care. Daft, right? Did I say draft? I meant draft. Daft. Yes, I probably said draft. I get it. Yeah, daft. So, you know, so I'm okay with her being able to do it. I don't really care. You know, I don't go anywhere that she doesn't know, and she doesn't either. And, you know, I don't really care. Draft, stupid punk. Who, me or Dennis? Who you calling a stupid punk? Me and Dennis will come and get you, boy. You know, you don't mess with Dennis and I. Justice. I don't know which one you're calling, you know. But I'm going to defend Dennis. He's not no stupid punk. So you be nice to Dennis. Daft Punk made great music. Oh, all right. Started putting my tags on my luggage so I can mentally prepare myself for lost luggage. There you go. I went 24 hours luggage without luggage because they left it in Boston. Yes. French dudes. Yes. Lost luggage. You know, here's the thing. We've traveled a lot. We've never lost any luggage. Never. Now, next time I go, I'll probably lose everything because I just said that. But we've never lost luggage. Just never done it. Justice are French too. All right. Why are we picking on the French? What did the French do? So was it really a band? Do they know what daft meant? Michael, I mean, did they name their band intentionally that? Or did they just try to spell draft and forgot, the other letter? Kinugger, I lost a whole set of golf clubs once on a... How in the hell do you lose golf clubs? They're too damn big. I mean, how did they not ever, find them? Somebody stole them and took them home, didn't they? Daft Punk, a duo of French men that made great music. Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, I've never heard of golf clubs, so I figured you meant golf clubs. So, yeah, they got stolen. I told you guys the only thing that's happened to us was the freaking customs people went into our suitcases and took food out, and then they opened some of it and just threw it back in our suitcases. They took a bag of big spicy peanuts that we got. He opened it up and dumped it in our suitcase. I know what he did, that little... The airlines paid you back for the full value. That's good. Are you taking golf clubs with you, Ken, to the Philippines? Let's do the Philippines. I only carry a small carry-on with the airlines. Well, we carry the electronics in the carry-ons. Lorelai's got traveling figured out. She can figure out this whole suitcase and traveling crap like you can't believe. She knows what to put where and what not to put where. And I mean, she's really good at the traveling. So the best thing I can do when her and I travel is just stay out of the way and let her figure it out. Grand Daft Auto. So, oh man, it's crazy time. Crazy time. All right, well, it looks like MJ is going to go live, guys. I'm going to get off of here as we wind this down by 8. So MJ is going to go live. If anybody wants to go to his live stream, I encourage you to do that. So he's dropping his link to the live stream right now. And if you guys haven't done the Lorelai vlog thing for me, I would. If you would encourage everybody else to go check out that Filipinas vlog, I would appreciate it. We're trying to get her Facebook thing running and gunning, and to where she can make some money and have some fun with it. So, but if you guys would go to Michael's, I would appreciate that. There's the link. Yes, it's all the link in there. My Views of the World says, take care, everybody. We appreciate you being here. So we appreciate Ken. We appreciate Dennis. Sometimes. Let's do the Philippines meme. My Views, Your World. Alexandra was here. Dennis was here. A lot of people are here tonight. Ken's here. So we appreciate all of you guys. Big shout out to all of y'all. Thank you all for subscribing to each other. Let's see. The Big White Horse was here for a while. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Ian was here. He's going to probably be on Michael's live stream. So he talks kind of funny, but he's a good guy. So there he is. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, man. I'm trying to talk German. Soul Linder was here. Big White Horse. Ian living in the Philippines. He has a good channel, kind of funny. Joe and Jenny Journey was here for a moment. Somebody else is here, never heard of. So, all right, my friends, we appreciate you guys all being here. Hopefully, we will see you guys tomorrow. Now, I got a live stream, a video coming out tomorrow about 6 or 7. It's good. It's a premiere, so please watch that. And then it's on the book about the doctor guy. And Wednesday, watch and see if I do a pop-up live stream out fishing. All right, guys? So we appreciate everybody. Thank you all for the 19 thumbs up. And take care. MJ, I won't be able to come. I'll try to come to yours in a little bit if I get caught up, okay? So, but everybody let's go see MJ's live stream. Take care, my friends. See ya.